And here we go, an episode of how to prepare tofu. Start with, one of my favorites for just general eating is the azumaya tofu, firm. And I use that for my main meals. And then if I'm having something that's like a snack, I'll use the silken tofu. But for this, I'm gonna show you how to unpackage your tofu and slice it, dry it out a bit quickly, and then cut it up into cubes for easy use later. So I start by just going to the kitchen and opening with some scissors this container. I just open it on 3 sides so that I can take the block out and drain off most of the excess water. Just using your fingers gently to squeeze any excess out. And then just dump it into your hand. Don't be afraid of tofu. It feels a little funny at first, but it's nothing to be scared of. And then I give it a little squeeze to get some more out. All right, and then we're going to transfer this over to a couple of towels that I have laid down prior to this. And I leave them folded up in thirds to take the excess water. All right, so I'm just going to lay the block on its side like that. And I'm going to go grab the knife that I forgot. All right, so we're going to just come on over here, and I've got a knife, just your basic longer paring knife. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut, I'll just gently score the top for 4 different slices that we're going to start with. So we're just going to gently slice down, try and keep it straight. But tofu's not perfect, so don't worry about what you end up with. And you want to keep your fingers on either side so it doesn't like slide down. And then you're going to cut another. And then you're going to just cut in half the remaining part there. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently peel these squares apart and just lay those right down on the towel. Okay, and you can see that mine came out a little thin on some portions. So if you do that, it's okay. Nobody cares. Unless you're doing a dinner and you care about what your cubes end up looking like. So then I'm going to take another towel, and I'm just going to lay this towel that's also in thirds, as you can see here. I'm going to lay that on top of the tofu. And then I'm going to gently press with my hands, just like a cat kneading. And about that much pressure, you know, just how your cat needs. Or maybe your dog. All right, I'm just going to go down the line, gently kneading each square, each slab. All right, until you feel a little bit of moisture coming through. All right, then I'm going to slowly peel that top towel off. And I'm going to take each sliced slab and just stack them all up, one on top of the other. It doesn't matter which direction or which, having a senior moment. Doesn't matter which slab goes where. All right, and then you're just going to score in about maybe a 1/2 inch lines on top. Okay, and we're going to just gently cut through those 4 slices. Again, holding your fingers as a guide to keep the block together. All right, and we're just slicing and dicing. Okay, and then I'm going to just turn my little block that way, and I'm going to cut in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that was the score, and now we're going to cut all the way through. Just trying to keep your block together, and I'll show you why in a moment. Okay, here we go. All right, and one more. Okay, and then I've got a container here that's about a 2.8 cup container of plastic. If you have glass, that's much better for the earth, but I don't want to throw out the plastic that I have. So I'm laying that on top, and it's a perfect fit. And then I'm just gently gonna grab each end of the towel, hold it firm, and then flip it over. And you can see as I run my fingers kind of over this that now you just have a bunch of nice uniform cubes, and they're nice and dry. There's no more liquid coming out of there. Now in a few hours you might see more liquid on the bottom, gathering on the bottom of the container, and you can just put the lid over it and drain it. And so now it's ready to either, you can saute it in a pan with oil and some spices for a wonderful protein addition to your meal, or I like it just in a bowl with, I spray some Bragg's liquid aminos on top of it, and I just give it about 5 or 6 sprays for about a 6-ounce serving. Great stuff, tasty, tasty, tasty. And that's my protein for my meal. So again, don't be afraid of tofu. It's not scary at all, and it's really delicious and so good for you. Thanks for watching.